All right, so we have talked about branding yourself and really finding 5 key things that define you as a person and as a coach. So, how do we go about implementing those 5 things and presenting them on Facebook? And how do we share and how do we tie in Beachbody and share that on social media? So that's kind of what we're going to talk about today is how to implement that into building your business. Social media is so important. I built 95% of my business on through Facebook, and it really is the key because you can reach broader audience. Face-to-face contact you're so limited in, but with Facebook you really can share a lot of stuff and reach a lot of people. So what I find helpful is to really look at Facebook from a business standpoint and how you want to represent yourself and how you want to present yourself to your niche. So I find it helpful to actually break down my posts day by day. And I try to keep it consistent because that's what people need is they need consistency. Because once you start building your following, then people are going to start to expect to see things from you. So this is how I break it down. So Mondays, I try to focus on a recipe, whether it be a healthy dinner recipe, a healthy snack recipe, or an idea. That's what I'm going to focus on for that day. So that's how I'm going to implement my Beachbody business to my niche. Now, I'm not specifically talking about Beachbody, but it goes along with living a healthy lifestyle. So that's what I want to promote. And I want people to know that as a coach, these are some of the things that I do to help my challengers and to help myself to stay healthy and to stay on track. So what I do is you need to make sure that you have a visual because that's going to grab people's attention when they're scrolling through the news feed. So what I do is I either snap a picture of whatever I've made. It doesn't have to be what I've made that day, or sometime during the week before, whatever, I will take a picture of it. Or if I can't get a good picture of it, I'll go to Pinterest and try to get a really nice picture. So then what I do is I try to put the recipe on that picture. That way, what I'm hoping for is to get people to share that picture. So what I do, there's a great website. It's called picmonkey.com, Picmonkey.com, and it's a free website and it's a photo editing website, and it makes it super easy. It's where I make all my flyers and recipes and stuff like that I share on Facebook. So I'll go on there and I will put my recipe over the picture, and then at the bottom, make sure you put your Facebook link on there, or if you have a like page, put your like page link down there. You can also do your Beachbody email address if you want. Just make sure you have that on there so that when people do decide to share that recipe, then your contact information is on there. So people, when they see that recipe, see your name, and that's what we want. Ultimately, that's what we want. So I will try to post that type of picture usually during lunchtime. That's when I have found that I have the most comments, the most shares. It's when people are sitting down at their lunch break at work, or they're sitting down having lunch with their kids and scrolling through Facebook. So for the rest of that day, I am going to concentrate on the other 4 areas of my life. So for me, the 5 things that define me are being a mom, being a military spouse, horses are a big part of my life, running, and then having a healthy, active lifestyle. So maybe in the morning I will, post a a motivational quote, or I'll post a pictures of, something I'm doing with the kids, or I will post a sweaty workout picture, and maybe some other things. And then later in the day, I'm going to focus on, posting something about my family, posting something funny the kids did, maybe something about the horses, and just leave Beachbody out of the rest of my day. So for Tuesday, I really focus on Transformation Tuesdays. These are so important. You need to make sure that you have a transformation day during your week of posting, because really this is what drives your business. People want to see results. And this is an easy way to share what you do as a coach and what the products can do for you without trying to sell them. You're simply showing people, normal people who are just like them, using a program and being successful with it. Now, I always make sure I tell that person's story and make sure that their results numbers are in there as well, along with the picture. Now, transformation stories are really easy to get. If you're following other coaches, they're always posting stuff, and I always make sure I ask if I see a transformation story that I would like to share, then I make sure I ask and get their permission, because some people don't want everybody to be sharing their transformation pictures. Team Courage is a great place to get some transformation photos, because there's over 1,000 coaches in there. All of them have some to share. So just ask, especially if there's like a promo month coming up, and like this month it's PIO. So if you want to have some PIO transformation stories, then just go in there and say like, hey, does anybody have any PIO transformation stories they want to share? And you will get a ton. So post those pictures. I try to do those in the morning, because again, that seems to be when I get the most traffic for things like that. So post the picture and tell a little story about that person. I try to grab transformation stories, not only that tie into my niche. So like for me, moms are my niche. So a lot of my transformation stories revolve around that. Moms trying to get their body back, or trying to regain energy and kind of tone up to keep up with their kids. So, but I also will try to throw in like a male transformation story to reach that kind of audience that I think often gets neglected. And then I'll try to put a big transformation story. So somebody who's lost a lot of weight and have overcome a lot to be successful. I shared one transformation story about a month ago. One of my challengers, severely overweight, she did a 30-day challenge with me using Insanity and lost over 15 pounds. I shared her story and kind of what she overcame to get those results, and the response was phenomenal. I had people sharing it. I had, tons of people commenting on it. And then I ended up getting a lot of personal messages from people saying that post really inspired them, and what did they need to do to get those results. So important. Not only target your niche, but really look at the big picture. So also during that day, again, you're going to focus on, for 3 or 4 more posts during that day, focusing on those 5 things that define you. So Wednesdays, I have dubbed my Workout Wednesdays. So I am going to post either a video of me or of, somebody else doing a specific workout or a workout tip. And this was something that was really out of my comfort zone, but I just decided to go for it. So I would videotape myself doing a specific workout move. And all of these moves I'm getting from Beachbody programs. So either something from T25 or P90X or P90X2 or Insanity, whatever it is. I try to pick a move that's somewhat unique and really doesn't require a lot of equipment. and isn't extremely difficult, because you want it to be something that most people can do. And what I'll try to do is pick one that can be modified. So I'll show the modified version, and then I will show, a more intense version for people who want a little bit more of a workout. And I'll post that video, and I will post what that workout move what body parts it's going to work, and then some tips to make sure you're doing it correctly. Now, this has become something that my challengers actually really enjoy, and it's something that they kind of, I add it to our challenge group, so it's something they can try that week, and just as a little extra oomph to what they're already doing. But this is also something I get a lot of other people, either past challengers or just other people who they really enjoy seeing it, and it gives them more idea, especially for people who don't know a lot about fitness. It's a great opportunity for them to learn new moves and how to do them correctly. So Thursdays, I'll either do transformations, or I will maybe focus on like a Shakeology recipe, or try to show people how I start my day. And I'll either do like a picture collage of, the workout I did, a picture of me doing the workout, and like a Shakeology recipe, or, picture of my Shakeology or something, just to let people know this is how I'm living my life. This is how I'm able to stay active. This is my lifestyle. And I'll try to tie it into how I'm living my life. Like right now, I've been super busy, so I haven't had a lot of time to work out. So T25 has been my godsend. This is how I'm able to stay in shape. So I will tell people, I've been super busy. If it weren't for T25, there is no way I'd be able to work out, because literally in 30 minutes, I can get my workout done and have a healthy breakfast with my Shakeology and be done. 30 minutes from start to finish. Now, that shows people that no matter how busy they are, there is something that they can do to stay active or to lose the weight. There is no excuses. I'm just as busy as everybody else, but I still make working out and eating healthy a priority. So, and I'm doing it in an indirect way. I'm not trying to sell. I'm not posting a link to T25 or anything like that. I'm just showing people that this has helped me, and this is how I stay on track thanks to this program. Okay, so Friday I have, some people do Flex Friday, so a picture of them flexing their muscles, or, some of their challengers flexing their muscles, doing like a sweaty workout picture, or whatever. I have started doing a Faith Friday because I do have quite a few people who follow me that do have a strong faith. So I have found I've gotten a lot more feedback posting about that. So I'll either post something from my devotional that week that really spoke to me, or if I'm really struggling with something, I will find a scripture that has helped me deal with that and post that, because that can relate to a lot of people, because I guarantee it, if I'm going through something, somebody else is too, and that scripture is going to speak to them. So I want to share that with people. So again, after posting all this, you do want to make sure you have 2 or 3 other posts throughout that day that kind of balance that out. So really focusing on, those 4 other areas in your life, those 4 other interests. Now, when I do posts that aren't necessarily Beachbody related, like my faith one, then I'm going to make sure that I have some kind of post during that day that is Beachbody related. Now, an easy way to do that is to simply post a picture of yourself with your Shakeology cup. And one that's really easy to do is, hey, I'm dropping the kids off at school. We're running late. But I have a picture of me, the kids in the background, and my Shakeology cup. I'm not mentioning anything about Shakeology, but it's just there. So people see that. Workout pictures are always good. And really try to make sure that you have a picture of yourself each day. That was a real struggle of mine, taking a selfie. Like, even saying it still makes me cringe because I hate that word. But it is important that people actually see you. Since you are marketing yourself, in a virtual world, you want people to be familiar with your face, especially as you're adding friends and adding friends. You may not know these people very well, but when you're out in town, if you have your face on Facebook pretty regularly, you don't want every post to be a selfie, but you want at least once a day have yourself pictured so that you're recognizable, or that people can see you doing the workout. It's one thing you talking about it, but when they can actually see that you are sweaty and doing it, that really pulls people in. So weekends are kind of a time that I focus more on my family. So I don't work a lot with my business on the weekends, but I will still post. And I usually won't post anything Beachbody related, but I will try to focus on posts revolving around my family, activities we do. It's football season, so I'll probably have some kind of football post, and just really showcase just who I am. I'm not just Beachbody. This is who I am to begin with. So I want to make sure I share that with people, because that's how you're going to be relatable to people. We want people to know that you're Beachbody, but you don't want to be overkill. You don't want people to run from you. You want to be present enough and consistent enough where people, if they ever decide, like, oh, I think it's about time I lose some weight. Who should I go to? Oh, so-and-so's always like posting, they're always doing some kind of workout. I wonder, I should message them. Like, that's what you want to create. So you want to be relatable. You want to be, you want to build that trust with people. And the easiest way to do that is to be consistent with your posting and make sure you're getting it out there daily. All right, hope this helps.